Demand management. Demand management is the supply chain management process that balances the customer's requirements with the capabilities of the supply chain. Managing supply with demand factors are essential using the right process, forecasting, and executing the plan with minimal disruptions. It includes synchronizing supply and demand, increasing flexibility, and reducing variability. Demand chain management is the management of upstream and downstream relationships between suppliers and customers to deliver the best value to the customer at the least cost to the demand chain as a whole. The organization as supply chain processes are managed to deliver best value according to the demand of the customers. Successful demand management requires not only to provide more customer services, but also to provide effective service outcomes to meet identified community needs, assess if this need is changing to respond appropriately, and within the available resources. Demand management is a key element of reform in the resource planning and management process. Demand can be managed in a variety of ways. Reduction in need for the service. For example, actions to raise awareness of the benefits of pregnant women taking foliate will reduce the need for medical and social support for children with neural tube defects. Alteration of ways to meet the needs to reduce pressure on available resources. For example, trialing different accommodation alternatives to reduce the demand for individual accommodation units. Education and awareness of consumers to limit consumption. For example, educating water users to save water during droughts has led to significant reduction in demand. Mechanisms of pricing. For example, charging consumers a truer price for water encourages more responsible use and may reduce the demand. Service delivery levels revision. For example, the threshold at which benefits become available or the level at which benefits are provided will be changed. Imposing legal penalty. For example, fines can be imposed for use of fixed sprinklers during the evening to reduce demand for additional reservoir pumping capacity. The demand management process. Demand management involves a number of key steps within the characteristic phases of any strategic management process, which are preparation, analysis, planning, and implementation. The preparation phase involves gaining a proper understanding of your clients together with establishing the true costs of providing service. This provides the basic information for the analysis and planning phase, in which the demand is clearly identified and a response to its management formulated. In the implementation phase, a plan is prepared documenting the process stages, including procedures for implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of the defined demand management response. The benefits of demand management can be summarized as improving value for money spent on services through more efficient allocation of resources to programs and projects of greatest need, reduced waste and misuse of resources by reducing the provision of unnecessary services by communicating through charges, education, or other means the true cost of the service, deferred capital, and recurrent expenditures by reducing excessive consumption, greater client participation, and control over the cost of the service. For example, the Sydney Harbour Tunnel has reduced traffic delays and travel times. It has also provided the opportunity to dedicate one lane of the Harbour Bridge for buses. In the long term, the resulting shorter bus travel times will encourage public transport, reducing the demand for further car crossings.